Hello and welcome back to the world of Arklands and to Mize Academy. When we last left our heroes in training...
And Ari.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Okay,
Ryan,
he's not
go ahead.
dead still.
So, last episode, we embarked on our second mission with the headmaster, who is CR 29. It's my, anyway. So, yeah, that was a thing. We ended up heading to Paradise, of all places, which is nostalgic for us, but El has no idea where he is. It's all very posh. He's used to desert and sand and things like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. And we infiltrated a tower. A guard tower that was being held.
Okay.
Infiltrated.
Infiltrated is a strong word.
It's the word I chose.
Infiltrated tower.
We flew in from above and it failed miserably.
We assaulted an occupied tower and failed miserably.
Cass got thrown like a football from Brock Purdy.
But we stopped the guy who was holding the tower.
Yeah, we did. We stopped him. And he was in full retreat.
Ari stopped him.
Yeah.
He was,
very effectively.
We stopped him. And he was retreating. He had become a non-combatant. Then he was chased down by one of our heroes in training. And brutally murdered by having his neck snapped.
Yep.
Execute.
Attempted murder.
66.
It's only attempted because this hero came down and was like, no!
Okay. To be fair, you said he wasn't dead yet, right?
He was not dead yet.
Okay,
He was dying.
okay.
Making death saves.
Yes,
Yes.
They snapped necks.
So yes, it was attempted.
Yes.
God,
Normally,
women can't do anything these days, I guess. Seriously.
I guess, would that be attempted murder or voluntary manslaughter?
Slaughter.
Attempted murder because the
'Cause it was
slaughtering
intent,
never got
yeah.
finished. It was in progress.
Anyway,
Come
with
on, man,
El,
we're starting.
Hell doesn't know
We're
what
not
happened,
finished
though.
yet.
with El inside the tower discussing with one of the guards, Crow getting a bird's eye view as she dropped Caspian off, and Caspian and Ari both standing over the now unconscious at one hit point.
You're welcome, douchebag.
That is where we return for tonight's episode. And welcome back. So, you're right. Let's do
This is like young man returning home after 3 years on tour type of music. We need something like my friend just murdered a guy type of music.
That would be rather appropriate.
Happy
What does that
music.
sound like, Ryan?
What was that one
This is
song
circus
that was
music.
mixed with...
No,
No, that's just for our party in general.
Wait, are you talking about the October themed one?
The one with...
Spooky-
Yeah,
Spooky, scary skeletons mixed with something. I can't remember.
Jamie Trumpet.
freaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, we're going to return to
Perfect
El.
haircut. To hell, what?
L.
El,
Oh, my character.
dumbass.
So, same thing.
No!
Yeah.
L is Caspian's hell, because he's
Yeah.
been tormented
I'm
nonstop
all
by
in your
your
hell.
chaos.
Because I'm about to bring death to you.
Gosh, that's right. You haven't told us about that.
Nope.
Oh, gosh.
Hi.
You have been discussing with a guard within the tower.
Yes.
You did an insight check and were able to determine that all of the people gathered, a mix of civilians and guards, were all appearing to be frightened.
Okay.
you discuss briefly and were able to align yourself with the acolyte of Mathrin, the Strife Weaver, using the conjured symbol to help gain access, as it were. And that is where we pick up.
Okay. Okay. So, he did not give me a lot of information on the situation, so I was hoping you seem to be in charge. Can you brief me on...
I don't know how you're not aware, isn't it? It's chaos out there.
Well, Cass is out there, yes. So there's tends to be chaos that follows him, but I don't find people sitting around and staring at a building chaotic.
No, of course not, because they're trying to lower our guard.
Why?
To kill us!
Is that the chaos?
Yes, some kind of curse has fallen over the city.
By whom?
We don't know. But thankfully we were able to lock down the station before it reached us.
Good. That was a smart decision. So your objective is to then protect the people in here.
Of course.
What about the people out there that want to get in here?
They're beyond our reach.
Are they? You're a guard of the Citadel. You have the capability to protect all of the people, especially the
Except
ones
that anyone who isn't already in here. They will lie. They will feign ignorance. They will do whatever they can in order to gain access and slaughter all of us.
What if I can prove that they are healthy?
I don't know how someone could be. We let in one, and he started going berserk as soon as he passed through the doors.
Where is he now?
He's in one of the prison cells. We were able to eventually incapacitate him.
Do you mind if I speak to him? I have the capability to speak to people in a way that only they can hear. And it makes things calmer.
I'm going to have you make a deception check. Not for what you're currently saying, but because he is starting to doubt your introduction.
Okay. Where's my...
So I already rolled a insight for him.
Okay. Darn. 13.
He rolled a 12.
Squeaking by.
Squeak.
Just be careful. We don't know if the curse is somehow contagious or...
I'll be fine. I have the most powerful entity on my side, as he holds up the amulet and just kind of...
Go and make an insight check for me.
Got it. That's better. 17.
17. He is disconcerted by that. You doubt that there is a personal reverence to the leader of the Forsaken.
And more so, I got you.
It was just like whoever this guy served, he was able to protect us. And okay, you're aligned with him. But that does not mean that the guards are on board with
The Strife Weaver.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So he's kind of put off, but allows you to the
Did he seem like he was in charge?
There's not a lot of organization, but probably the most authoritative one in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before L goes down, he's going to, or before he falls in, he's going to start walking around and talking to the people in an authoritative voice. He's going to say, "Okay, everyone, listen up. Management has changed. I am now in charge of the situation. I'm going to make sure that you are all kept safe. This gentleman, what was your name again? And he looks back at the guard.
Oh.
I love doing it.
You know, I gotta be honest, Ryan. I think if we were to ever become popular and people were to see you play, no other DM would ever be willing to let you play with them.
Correct. They would not. And I completely understand.
Officer Giroux.
Jiro is currently assumed the role of lieutenant. So he will ensure that the situation is maintained and that you are all kept safe and secure. No one is to go outside. No one is to communicate with anyone outside. No one is to shoot at anyone outside. And if someone comes to the door, you tell me. Are we clear?
Make a persuasion check.
As a non-natural 20.
If it beats, it beats. Scrape it by.
Hey, scrape it by still succeeds.
What is it? C's get degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a kind of murmur of like yes and kind of acceptance overall.
Good.
Juro, Juro, kind of is nodding along, escorts you to the prison cells.
Cool.
And you see a guard. Weapons nowhere to be seen, but still in his armor. Arms tied and hands tied in front of him. Kind of just slumped against the back wall of the cell.
Okay. In his mind, I'm going to use the psionic ability.
Does that allow you to communicate with someone who's unconscious?
That is a good question. Probably not.
No more than like speaking at them would.
Right. I mean,
I know there's some times where it requires eye contact. I don't think that's the case with yours, though.
but it must be able to understand at least one language to comprehend these messages. You can send telepathic messages to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you. That's all it
Okay,
says.
I'll say go ahead and make a performance check to see if you can arouse him using your communication.
Arouse?
No?
That's literally what you said.
No, he said
Can
rouse.
rouse him. Take your
Did
3.
not sound like that.
Didn't sound like that to me either.
I'm
I was
plugging
very
it in.
concerned there for a second. We're okay.
Rouse, to wake up.
Okay,
It's
see-
a word.
See, I kind of heard it, but I was like, I know what Trey means. I can translate. You know?
I heard the correct word.
Sticking with
Thank
that
you.
That theme of Ray's other half. Got it. All right.
It was. I think you did like you can rouse him. And that's
That is what you said, yes. That's
I'll keep handing out shenanigans.
Hey, what was the skill check again?
Performance.
Performance. Got it. God. Of course it was. That's a 26.
Doing a great job there, my
Perform
friend.
Good, I'm glad. Hi. This is actually what he's doing.
Hello?
How are you?
In pain.
That doesn't look so good. Why'd you come here?
I work here.
What do you do?
I'm a guard. Who are you?
A none of consequence at the moment. But I have been charged with ensuring the safety of the people in this building.
Make
Check
Worded
this
very
out.
well.
Well, the thing is, it's not even just about wording. You are not deceiving.
Nope.
Honestly, I'm inclined to ask for an intimidation check.
Okay.
Given the tone and the circumstances.
12.
12? Okay. Under whose authority?
Oh, we can discuss that later. I'm curious. Do you know this man standing behind me?
Juro, what's going on?
Jiro, you know this man.
Of course. I've worked with him for years. Which is why when he came through the door and started attacking anyone he could see, we knew the curse was real.
So, right now, you have been charged with assault and battery, and most likely are not, shall we say, in good standing with the people within this building. Are the charges true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you attack people when you walked inside?
The last thing I remember is walking towards the door.
Interesting. One moment.
Would you like to make an insight check?
Yes. We'll do that first. 13.
As far as you can tell, he is being honest.
He turns to Jiro. Is there any type of surveillance capability that can show what he did?
No, there's in fantasy settings in general, that's a very uncommon thing. Like
Okay.
video recording doesn't really.
I wasn't
We
talking
do
about
have-
video recording.
We do have holograms, though.
You guys do. Specifically, the school has more advanced technology than almost
but
anywhere else in the world.
I'm just saying, it does exist. Elle just doesn't know where.
Yeah.
I guess that's unique to where I come from, I guess. Okay. So you don't remember anything after opening the door?
I don't even remember opening it. I was at the steps and then here.
You must have gotten a hit on the head pretty bad. Let's see.
It hurts.
Okay. Let's see if we can assuage that for a moment. And I'm gonna heal him.
Yeah, he is missing some hit points. So yeah,
It's healing word, so something nice and low.
I think he's got like 10 hit points, so you probably heal him max.
Yeah, most likely.
Despite
Yes.
most likely healing him to max, he still seems to be wincing in pain.
Can I start to check his body for wounds?
You are
and
not
things
in the
like that?
cell. You are standing outside of the cell. Unless you just want to look over him.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make. So what are you looking for?
Abrasions, lesions,
Okay,
bruising.
go ahead and make a medicine check with disadvantage because you are not able to actually get up close. You're like 10 feet away.
All right.
Well, between 5 and 10 feet,
Medicine.
but the point remains.
No, 6.
6? You don't see anything. But he's just.
I don't have a spell that I want to be able to do what I need to do. What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
team.
You're too busy killing people.
Well, one of us is.
By this time, I do believe that. And so actually,
Because the next thing that Ella is going to do is, I believe I need to go consult with my team. He says that
yep.
in his head. So,
So, returning to matters outside. Aryan Caspian.
Oh, yeah. I need to make a check for tying him up, don't I?
Sleight of hand check, yes.
Sleight of hand, no modifier, 11.
Okay.
Average.
Right. So.
Aries just got her staff pressed into the back of his neck.
Crow, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sure. 3 on the die.
For a total of
5.
okay, never mind then.
Got a 21 passive perception.
Okay, even with the -5, because I would give you disadvantage at the moment, given the very pressing matters in front of you.
Yeah.
Aries not stressed.
Doesn't matter, but she is focused. Solus is within sight, has not moved, is just arms crossed behind his back, just kind of standing there, watching from a distance.
Cass would like to rifle through the guy's pockets to see if he has taken anything from the tower. Or if he has any, stabby stab that I need to get rid of.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll help with that.
Okay.
Or I'll do my own investigation.
Yeah, you
check
do your
'cause-
own. I got a 6.
Yeah, that's 21.
21, you find 4 daggers in various spots, and as you noticed last time, the bag of holding on his hip.
What's in it?
I will take all the daggers and just hold on to them and the bag of holding.
Okay. Yep, easy enough.
Is the captain of the guards on his way?
Yeah,
Okay.
he arrives. Well done.
Thank you. It was a little tight in there. But we got him.
Were the people inside still hostile?
I don't know. We never made it to any of the other floors. We only really saw him. Elle's still in there.
Means he was on the top floor.
Yes, the door was open. But I don't see anything on him. So I don't know if we stopped him before he got anything he was trying to get.
Potentially.
He had this bag on him.
If he did take
So-
anything, it's likely in there.
There.
Well, we
I
can
would.
take a look, I
We
suppose.
can take a look at it on our ship after he's in custody.
If he has taken anything, it is the property of the Paradisian military.
Then we can take a look at it in your office once he's in custody.
That would be, as he calls over some guards that arrive and kind of grab him by both arms and
I got 3 slots. Don't at me, I'm a cool master.
and they kind of pick him up and do you know, is the tower secure?
I do not. I suppose we can go back in through the top and continue our way down just to make sure. But
Elle, where are you going to convene with your team? Do you go up or do you go down?
I go to the front door.
Okay. You're gonna have to make a high DC persuasion check to open that door.
That's how I was going to open it. But I was going to walk to it.
Yeah, even walking to it is gonna freak people out.
Okay, that's fine. 25.
If it meets yeah. You are able to assuage the fears of there's
Elle just looks too happy and innocent, like all the time.
yeah, you're just able
You're
to
so
go,
confident.
He's
Don't worry.
a puppy.
It's okay. It's been handled. There's still some trepidation, but no one stops you as you approach the front door.
Caspian, where are you at?
L?
Come to the front door. I need help.
You guys are
Alright.
on the other side of the building.
Give me a moment. And
And so Caspian,
around.
I assume Ari.
Aries gonna stay by the captain of the guard.
The captain is also going along with the 2 guards that are escorting the warlock.
They're bringing him back towards the tower.
That's where their prison cells are.
So this is
And
gonna
none
be
of
fun.
us know that's a bad
This is going to
idea.
be a fun conversation. Let's see how this goes.
As they're going, as we're all walking towards the tower, Aries, do you have another place you can hold him that's not the
This
tower?
is my jurisdiction and my tower that he overtook.
Yes. But it is
And obviously
not,
the people are free from whatever he was doing to influence them.
not necessarily.
Your friend was able to exit through the front door.
He's very persuasive.
Caspian, be careful when you come to the front door.
Castle stop in his tracks. Why?
Apparently you are afflicted with a curse and I need to cleanse you.
What?
Just come here.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
So that the people of the
How
inside can hear you?
is he within 30 feet of me?
Would you have thought to do that? Because I just asked, and that was
The
I know. I'm wondering because your default reaction was, yeah, you're saying it out loud,
no.
and I'm gonna say you say it out loud before realizing that the
That
entire
is what L would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very
That is what I would
in
do.
character for L.
And he peeks his head back in and he goes, "Watch this." And then he closes the front door and
Make another
goes,
persuasion check.
"Okay."
You have lowered the DC because you are continuously succeeding, but
It's higher.
Man!
the fear is beginning to subside a little bit, and there's some people that are looking less afraid and more curious at this point.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna see if it works.
Castle walk up to the front door, and it's
As
closed.
has
He's gonna try and
Wait. Okay, and he claps his hands together really loudly and goes, "Avada Kedavra!" And I cast a light on him.
That's light.
I cast light. As a cantrip. Okay, you are cleansed. You can go in. You are now cleansed. You are glowing that you are cleansed. You can go inside the fort.
what?
Go in the fort, Cass.
Cass will go in.
Yeah, you go in and see an entire room filled with people, like 20, 30 people, that are all looking at you in abject terror. Just waiting. Like, some of them aren't as afraid, but, like, there's a difference between, oh, hey, the guy that we've been listening to is drawing someone, oh, they're here.
Yeah.
Cass sees that, he scans the room, and he just goes, "Hello."
Cass, go sit on that bench over there and don't do anything.
What?
Do it.
Al, what is going on?
You hear in your head. I'll explain in a moment. Just sit.
And the
Aries,
guards next to the door just kind of
Cass
leans over.
will go over and sit down.
Are you able to control them?
This is the power bestowed upon me by Mithrin.
And Cass will look at
Please don't
Cass just-
accidentally start a cult here.
Cass is just
No
rubbing
promises.
temples, just sitting there like.
The other guy may have. He caused strife. I can cause it, or I can stop it, and I'm stopping it.
Oh, okay.
It's very complicated, high-level stuff.
The guy takes a step back and just kind of...
Years of academy study.
kind of takes a seat and just...
yeah. Aries,
Next.
tries to convince the guard to just stop and wait until...
I'm sorry, but now your friend has gone inside. I am having trouble believing there is any reason not to. Obviously, the situation has been dealt with.
Can Elle hear him?
Yeah, y'all. They're like right outside the door. At this
In
point.
his head, it has not been dealt with. You need to be very careful.
He does that too.
Can
a
anybody
persuasion check.
tell me what's going on right now?
I can't even tell you what's going on right now, and I'm a player. Oh, that was so close.
That was very
That
close.
was so close. 17. It literally
side of
stopped
it.
on the nat 20.
Take it to the tower to the east.
I'm gonna make an insight check on this guy.
Alright, go for it.
I don't trust him. All right. That's a 21.
Okay.
It's what specifically?
Ari thinks that the captain of the guard might be in league with this dude.
That's not the vibe you get with the 21. It's more akin to, hey, I'm the one with authority here. I don't like these outside. Yes, you helped. Great, very thankful for that. Don't tell me how to do my job.
Yeah.
He had
Oh, Elle has words.
He had his tower, his place of authority, wrested away from him, and he's not. Now that he believes he has it back, he's very resistant to not having authority over
So
it.
the halfling got his very tall tower back.
Yes.
Compensating.
Yep. Fuckwad.
Yes!
Yeah. So, but you don't get any kind of like conspiratorial sense. Just a person who maybe likes their power a little bit too much.
Ironic. Oh, good stuff. I love it.
All right. May I go in?
Eleos,
Yes. Eddie, are you next? I got to cleanse you.
the captain of the guard would like to.
No, that's
be
not a good
cleansed.
idea. Oh, he would like to be cleansed.
Would like to be cleansed.
Okay.
I can help with cleansing.
That's a great idea. In your head. How?
Can I respond mentally?
No, it's just do what you're gonna do.
Ari, because she saw what Elle did to Cass.
Oh, that's right. She can cast light too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
Ari just
Clear?
Yep.
Ava and cast light on him.
He is cleansed. He can come in now. And I will open the door.
He walks in. Finally.
So if you can go sit next to Caspian.
I am going to my office.
Well, you are cleansed, so I guess
Wades
it's okay.
through the crowd. People are kind of like parting.
Cass.
As he gets to the stairs, he kind of starts giving orders to his guards, who do begin following as they kind of begin organizing people. Some of them are still a little bit confused. Some of them still a little bit scared, but like, okay, this is kind of working. There seems to be an authority figure here. They're not trying to kill us. You know, so it's like the fear and the paranoia is beginning to.
Does he have the
subside.
bag of holding on him still, Captain of the Guard?
Well, you had it.
You had it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't think you ever gave it. to him. He just said, "No, we will open it in my office."
Okay,
Cass will get up. He'll pat Elle on the shoulder. Looks like you've got this handled, buddy. And Cass will follow the captain.
yep. And Ari will step forward.
Ari, she's gonna like grab Ari's arm before she goes back in. Are you sure this is not one of Elle's
pranks.
Why would this be a prank?
He pulls our legs all the time.
Make an insight check on L.
Yeah. She's not inside in what the hell's going on yet.
When the L is going on, yeah, I like it.
That's 15.
You can tell when L is pulling a prank and when he's not.
Sure.
You've been around him long enough.
Yeah.
He's not being funny.
I think this is a way of him diffusing a situation. In his own way.
Good.
Would you like me to cleanse you?
Cleanse me, please.
Ava.
Don't forget the cadabra.
Cadaver.
Did you just say cadaver?
Yes.
Close enough.
I mean,
She's cleansed. She can come in now.
Yeah. She starts glowing and the light from
Yeah.
on the other guy fades.
Yep. The light is no longer on Cass as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he gets in and sits down, it kind of he drops it.
Yeah.
there's a couple people that, as the light fades, kind of just expecting the cleanse to go away, but as he doesn't just, start randomly attacking, they quiet down.
Eddie, you're last. Are you going to cleanse yourself?
She's already
Sure.
cleansed. She already did it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on in.
I have been unaffected by the curse, you said.
Yes, the terrible curse that is plaguing the city outside.
Yes.
So, Juro told me.
Yep. So, Ari walks in and follows the captain up to his office.
Yep. He's kind of searching through his desk at the moment, seeing if anything's been disturbed.
Anything been disturbed?
Actually, this is going to be a contested check. The captain's investigation versus the warlock's stealth.
Ooh.
Ari, does Crow go upstairs with them?
Nothing
She's
that I
following
can
the
see.
crowd at this point, yeah.
What was that, Trey? I didn't
Nothing
hear.
that I can see.
Crow,
Perhaps you stopped them before.
would you follow the guards who took the prisoner away?
What for? He's incapacitated.
Just to make sure he doesn't get away again.
They've got him handled.
All right,
I'm
if
not
you're
concerned.
certain.
So,
Okay, Caspian. I need you to come downstairs and help me cleanse the person who attacked the tower.
One moment, sir. And Cass will go down.
while you go down, he kind of gestures
Well, you said nothing was missing.
from here, but I would still like to see if there is anything that is sensitive.
Insight check.
You have advantage or disadvantage?
I have advantage.
Nice.
15.
15? It is... Paradise has a lot of secrets. They're very careful about it.
Yep.
This is like... Almost more than any other aspect of his job, this is...
I'm trying to
Potentially the
gauge
most
if he
important.
if he's legitimately concerned about secrets or if he's just looking to get a hold of whatever it was this warlock had on him, regardless of whether or not it was his to begin with.
It feels like more the former. There could be some aspect of the latter, but it's like, if there is a single document that is top secret that gets away under his watch,
It's his
he's
head.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to be like, no, I am going to check. I am going to confirm. Even if I don't think something's missing, I'm going to double check.
All right. And Ari, does Ari know how bags of holding work? She's got to know how bags of holding work. Yeah. She takes the bag, and she takes the 4 daggers too, and lays them out. Any of these yours?
Yeah, no.
Sets them aside very neatly. They're all in a straight line.
We got our loot.
and opens the bag and turns it inside out.
Turns it inside out. Okay.
Oh boy.
So do you do it on the desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
A full suit of armor.
Cool.
Specifically the ones that the guards are wearing. As well as the specific spears that all of the guards have been wielding so far. 2 or 3 of those. Some gold. Say, yeah, like 9 pieces of gold. And like small like the fantasy equivalent of like paper clips and like just general
Office supplies.
stuff that you would find like if you emptied out your purse.
Receipts.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Chapstick.
But nothing else that
Rocks.
is of specific
Look at this.
interest.
Obviously.
There's a backup amulet that he has, but definitely nothing that draws your attention. Specifically, the most notable thing is the suit of armor.
Okay, good.
Someone trying to infiltrate?
Seems like seems a likely scenario. With all the confusion, I doubt we would have noticed if the armory did not have a full inventory. It's a good thing you put a stop to it. Perhaps he was trying to set up an infiltration for later. But you have put a stop to it. Good. With Caspian and Al.
Yep. Cash will walk down to where Elle is and goes, "Alright, Elle. Can't fill me in."
I can't believe that worked. Oh, that was so stressful.
Alright, buddy. Hold it together.
You guys are away from people, right?
Yes. I assume that no
Except
guard followed
the-
us down. Except the prisoner.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all doing other important things at the moment.
You good?
I wish Elle would communicate with his team.
You left!
No. You noticed something much earlier and told nobody about, so we have no clue of their existence.
There was Dragonfly with the
Dragonfly.
Warlock.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Think a fee is involved.
I do now.
Crow's
Elle
entire
doesn't-
approach to this would be so different if she knew that. But I can't do anything. I'm just
Yep.
so mad.
That's the
Lord,
price
she
of role playing, guys.
I know.
It's the price of putting a character with negative intelligence in charge of things.
We didn't put him in charge.
He just wanted-
Nobody put him
No
in
one
charge.
put me in charge.
He's just the only one with information, and he won't share it. So Cass wants to know what's going on. So, care to fill me in, Elle? Sorry, the agitation was from Noah.
Was it though?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I may have left out a tiny detail. I did not think that it was super important at the time. He had a bug, but it wasn't a bug following him.
Well, I don't know what that means.
A dragonfly, but it wasn't a dragonfly. I don't know.
Okay, a dragonfly, but not a dragonfly. That is extraordinarily helpful. That's like saying, this is a wall, but it's not a wall.
Told you to follow the guards.
I'm sorry, Elle.
If it's an illusionary, that's word. Well, it is there, but it is not there. I think this might be the same
Alright.
thing.
Okay, what is happening? Why did you have to cleanse us?
They thought there was a curse, and they said this man came in and attacked them, and so they attacked him and put him down here. But I healed him, and he did not stop hurting, and I can't see magic stuff, so I called you.
I see, okay. So you want me to find out if there's something magical?
Yes.
Cast detect magic.
Yes! Finally!
Oh, you have detect magic?
Yes! That's been my whole plan! Role playing sucks sometimes.
Why'd you make such a stupid character?
I don't know! Because I played an intelligence character for 5 years!
You could have gone -1. You
I
went
wanted
minus
something
some
different. No, it's still technically -1. I have the Bard feature. And it will consistently go up, so it will not stay on -1. Yeah. So I will get smarter, especially after this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have you make a Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I help him?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay.
You are gonna make a medicine check to help him.
Okay.
Okay. Can I also have a bardic inspiration?
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea too. Inspire.
Thank you. Ooh, that's pretty decent.
Roll the die anyway.
Yeah, I will because I've got a negative.
Natural 20.
Wow.
So that is still just to help. But
Okay.
you point out the fact that he appeared to be wincing and he had a pain in his head. Even after being healed.
Cool.
So does that mean I roll with advantage, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's see.
And because it's a nat 20, it lowers the DC.
One side away. Okay, so that is 14.
14 with Bardic Inspiration. Mm-hmm. I believe because it's a mode of creation, you can roll the Bardic Inspiration twice and take the higher.
Oh, that's
me
right.
check.
For skill checks, right?
For skill checks.
I think
which
you
this
is correct. Mode of creation, ability check, saving throw, ability check. Can be rerolled. Choose which one to roll.
6, nice. So that's
It's so close.
18. Yeah.
15. The DC was 15.
All right.
Figured. You were really trying to help us out.
I just know y'all's abilities.
That's
should
why
pro-
Trey's the DM.
We should probably do that for.
Probably, yeah. There is no current magic affecting him.
Okay.
However, you can detect the traces of a spell. You can, per detect magic, the school of the spell is enchantment.
I thought it was illusion.
So because of that, that was just based on detect magic. I will have you make another Arcana check.
Okay.
You cannot help him with this, but you can make
Yep.
a separate one if you'd like.
Oh, separate Arcana check? Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a 15.
A 15, we'll give it to you.
There you go.
But it doesn't make sense. Because you feel like if this was the case, there would have been details mentioned that were not.
Mm-hmm.
But given the effect that you were told about, and the pain in this man's head, and the pain he describes as feeling like something is clamped around his head, it reminds you of second level enchantment spell, Crown of Madness. One humanoid of your choice you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom save or become charmed by you for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head, and madness glows in its eyes. Charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. And that can last for up to a minute. And given that he walked in and immediately started attacking people, that
Fits.
feels like it makes sense, but no one described a madness in his eyes or a jagged iron crown. You can make a religion check, though.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to do that too.
That is, I think, another 15.
17.
Yeah.
With a 17, one of the
Why are we both rolling with negative modifiers for this?
He's making us do it. Blame him.
one of the piety abilities of Maithrin, the Strife Weaver. And so you've heard about this in the lore and all that. The piety score 10 gives you the ability to cast Crown of Madness with no visible effect.
Moish.
And so, with all that lining up, it seems that he created a charm effect to sell his story,
Yep.
as it were.
That's what Noah was thinking. But now that's what Cass is also thinking.
And I solved it by casting light on everybody.
You did. It's a brilliant move. For such a man who is...
Oh, he's a moron, but it worked.
Aries gonna take the the bag of holding, like leave all the stuff there.
We hate it.
Yep.
I assume you wish to have
Yes, I will return this to the armory.
yes, the miscellaneous objects.
The Warlock is in custody.
Yes, where's the East Tower?
To the east?
I mean, obviously, but
You can see it from the roof.
fantastic.
It's to the west.
We'll leave you to your
I thought you said
newly
east.
newly gained troubles.
Crow's gonna head back downstairs.
Yeah. Crow. Let's go up.
Why? I'm tired. I want to go home.
I don't feel right about I'm concerned that the man we fought might get away still.
Well, considering we beat him, he's not impossible to hold down, regardless of his allegiance.
That's true. You're right. Let's go home.
Worst case scenario, someone also deal with him. He's not in control of people right now. He had an advantage because he had this place under wraps, but we've turned that around on him, so... And if he creates another issue, they can send another team to deal with it. As far as we know, our job is done.
Right. All right, let's go down then.
Let's check on Ari. Come on. Is it 2?
I mean, she's clearly just
Right
like,
next to a nat 20.
I don't agree, but I'm going along with it.
As the girls come down, Cass is going to go up and fill in the captain on what Cass and Elle discovered.
Yep. I was going to show him the amulet as well, so that he knows exactly who did it.
Well, there was an amulet in the bag of holding, so
Oh, it was that. Never mind then. Cool.
he had a backup amulet, as it were.
Oh, Ari did take the bag of holding with like the miscellaneous trinkets, but she left like the gold and the armor.
Yes, we
Cool.
She doesn't.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Let's go.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
Okay.
Do it.
Aries bag of holding now.
Our bag of holding.
Our.
Are you trying to convince him the matter is dealt with, or inform him of exactly how it happened?
Inform him of exactly how it happened.
Make sure
Okay.
Jiro is there.
Well, you would have to make sure.
Juro.
Make sure Jiro is there.
Yeah, Cass has not met
Okay.
Juro, so
Go ahead and make a persuasion check using your intelligence. So you're going to add your proficiency, but you're trying to
so
inform
plus
him.
one.
Inspired. It's 2 now.
Yeah, but you're trying to inform him of the specifics. So that would be intelligence.
I have to know. Well, I have to roll before I know the outcome, right? With Bardic Inspiration. No. Okay.
Oh well, Technically, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
This can be addressed after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
I've rolled a 15 total with modifiers. Should I use it?
Yes, it goes away in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Roll it twice.
Oh, right, twice. It always does better on the second roll.
Good.
18.
18? 15 was enough for the record.
Oh, okay.
That was the DC. But hey, 18 better safe than sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep. You rolled it. Isn't it? What is it? D6? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You are able to kind of explain it to him, and thank you.
Of course. That's what we're here for.
Help is very much appreciated.
Yes. Speaking of, I would like the chance to speak with the Warlock. I'm not entirely sure that this is 100% dealt with. I'd rather make sure that the
If the
matter
Strife
is...
Weaver is involved, I can almost guarantee this is just one step of a elaborate plan.
Yes, I think a cult is trying to do something in paradise, but we don't live here, Cass.
No.
We're on a totally different continent.
Yes. We are on a...
So can we go back to it?
we are here to do a mission.
We did it.
I want to make sure that we have completed it. I don't want to leave any loose ends. Technically, we probably could consider this a pass. I want to make sure, for certain. If you wish to go back to the ship and rest, by all means.
No, I'm going to stay with the team.
Right.
You are welcome to go to the East Tower. That's where the guards are bringing him.
Very good. We'll make our way there. Was everything in order?
As far as I could see.
Very good.
Crow.
Can I have that
After-
suit of armor?
No.
Okay.
What would you do with it?
Down the road I can make it. A little follower. Animating performance is fun.
Amazing.
You were saying?
Dance.
After
Make it
going
fight.
back downstairs with Aerie for a bit, I think they're just standing there waiting for the others.
Yeah, standing. Ari would have gone outside the tower.
Yeah, Crow had followed, standing next to her.
As you're standing there,
Aerie, would you like to go talk to the guy? Do you want to make sure he's in his cell, chained up, not going anywhere?
Cass wants to do it too.
You guys aren't here.
You guys.
Oh,
while you're
I thought we were
timing,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I think that would make me feel better.
Okay.
Make sure he's.
Well, make sure you feel better about it. And she'll start walking with her
Yeah.
towards the exit.
well, you were outside.
We're outside.
That's right, yes,
Standing
I'm
outside, so
sorry.
walking
I'm-
towards
Yeah.
the east
As
tower.
you go around the corner to start heading towards the East Tower, the two guards that were escorting him kind of bump into you.
Where is the prisoner?
Back so soon, huh?
And you do not see the prisoner.
That is 19 on insight. Or whatever check that would be.
No, inside, yeah.
Okay.
Looking for Loki person.
Oh, I don't have that. That's like a third or fifth.
Bewilderment, confusion.
Where the hell did he go?
There was his ropes just. There was something flitting around. And then I was just walking. The other one just.
Which way did he go?
I don't know.
Damn it. Aerie, you were right. She's gonna start looking around.
You gonna fly up?
Yeah. She's gonna just, I don't know.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Yeah. Wow, that was worse. Here come the bad rolls again. 11.
11. You do see a singular figure still walking towards the other tower.
Okay. Crow's gonna point in that direction and then start flying, expecting Aerie to.
Yep, Ari is running on the ground.
Yep.
Okay. At this point, you two arrive at the door. just in time to hear as Crow's wings just go into like a booster mode.
And you see Aerie Naruto running across the field.
You then see
Yeah.
the two guards.
What's going on?
We were escorting him, and then
Oh boy. Go get your captain, let him know it's not over, get to the East Tower. And Cass will book it.
make an intimidation check. That is a command.
That's
That
true.
is-
Well, let's see. I have a decent persuasion. Let's see. Intimidation 16?
cool. Well, that one.
Alright, cool.
Yes. Rushes inside. The other
My man goes to attention and goes, yes, sir.
Yeah, the other one is kind of just waiting, yes. and goes towards the door.
Cool.
I guess we're going to follow them.
Oh, Cass is already running.
Okay, I'm going to follow all three of them. Good. I'm very slow.
Yeah. Aerie, so dashing each turn, because I'm out of key points.
Yep.
But I can dash as my action.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's 80 feet per turn for you.
Yep.
Also 80 for Crow. So
Yep.
there.
So you make it to them. They were walking and dragging someone prior, so they'd gone a fair distance, but not
Not significant.
they hadn't even gone a mile yet. So you guys are able to make it in maybe like a minute or two.
Do we catch up with the figure that I saw?
Yes, that's what I.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys reach there. Go ahead and make a perception check.
18.
Yeah, no, that's a 9.
18. You see a set of guard armor. As you're approaching.
She's going to swoop around and land
Yeah,
in front
and
of
whoever
them.
it is just walking.
Yeah, she's gonna pull
yeah.
ahead, block their way so they can't keep walking.
They kind of just, as you see, one of the guards who just kind of in a daze.
Was this one of the guards who carried off?
Yep.
Okay.
And just kind of goes around you, or tries to.
Hey, snap out of it. She grabs his shoulder and shakes him.
I need to check what the rules of the spell are.
Yep.
Good stuff. I like it.
Was a red herring!
Beautiful. Well done, good sir. I very much appreciate you taking advantage of our level 4 characters.
Ro would have called if she knew there was a fae involved.
That would have been very helpful, wouldn't it? Might have actually changed the outcome of the encounter here.
Aerie's just suspicious.
Could have been very helpful to know that information before we started
Very
fighting.
helpful. Been so helpful.
So
Hey,
I don't actually.
Elle has an 8 intelligence.
I don't actually.
But teamwork.
Makes the dream work. There's
This is a
no.
nightmare.
Sorry, he has a 7.
There's no specific thing that says that there's nothing here that says that you can shake them out of it.
Doesn't say anything about dealing damage. Aerie hits him in the kneecap.
It
gonna
says
slap
if
his
you
face
or
for
any of
sure.
your companions damage a creature affected by the spell ends to that creature. Are you still carrying the amulet?
I mean, she's got the bag of holding, so if it was put in the bag of holding, then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say she's got it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll again.
Yeah, it's a 16 plus 7.
16. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So
So-
she's just doing like 1 point of damage.
Yep. Cool. I will, given the circumstances.
What happened? Tell us.
We were escorting him. his ropes just came loose.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He told me to walk towards that tower and the other to walk towards the other tower.
So anywhere other than those directions.
He might have disappeared into the crowd.
Easily.
How long does it take for Cass and Elle to catch up?
What's your max?
60.
35 is my walking speed.
God, I'm so slow.
70.
So
So, okay. I'm just
From
going
that-
to round to 1,000 feet out. It took y'all 12 rounds to get there.
Okay.
For you, going 70, if you're sprinting, you'll arrive,
like 14 or 15.
So yeah, you arrive there, roughly 12 seconds later you arrive, roughly 12 seconds later you arrive.
Okay.
I'd say we'll call it 18 because you guys didn't leave at the exact same time. You guys left a step behind, but yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, so Cass will get there and go, what?
He got away. We don't know where in the hells he is now.
Does Cass
this isn't him.
recognize?
No.
Yeah.
He's one of the other guards who was a
Then why
Back
did
to the first,
Yeah,
and
it is
Cass
one
will
of the
book
two that
it.
you talked to outside of the...
Yeah, Cass recognizes his face and immediately books it back.
Oh!
Disguise spell is such a fun...
Disguise
the
self.
way that you
Disguise self.
gave me the information, you
Disguise
said that
spells.
it
It was a
Disguise
third guard.
A
That's
third
how I
guard.
interpreted it.
Sorry.
That
would have
Yeah, that would-
changed my response.
Yes.
Apologies. There were two guards escorting him.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that
That
this
is
was
the
a secret.
face of one of them.
It is the face of one of the two that you ran into.
No, I know that it was a misunderstanding, but I love this.
Yeah.
It's
No,
such
this-
a good narrative.
the second-
Oh crap, turn around. What?
You remember how I said I did this? One of them ran in, the other one walked towards the door. Didn't go in the door.
So, Crow and Airy run up to the guy. You guys are about to catch up, and they start running the opposite direction and pass you again.
Yep. And Cass will switch directions then.
So round trip of
2000.
We would all end up making it back at the same time.
give or take, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because if we all started going like this,
And
then
you turn
we
around
all
when you see
started
them
doing that.
coming back. Yeah.
Yep.
You arrive back at the tower in time for the captain and the one that rolled a natural 1 against your intimidation arriving, spears brandished at the base of the tower.
Cass will go up to the one that he rolled the nat 1 on. Where did the god that came in with you go?
He didn't come in.
Find him. That's the Warlock. He's disguised as a god.
Could be disguised as anyone by now.
With the religion check you made earlier, an even lower piety ability is casting disguise self.
I mean, that can be a warlock ability.
Now,
too.
question.
it also
though,
can, yes.
Is
But,
that at will?
no, but you get multiple
Okay.
charges. At piety level 3 for Mathrin, you get it a number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Oh, it's gonna be
boy.
like 5.
At minimum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if not.
And it lasts
6.
for an hour.
Yeah, he gone.
So you guys can make an perception or investigation check. Because if you beat his spell DC with an investigation check, you can see through a disguise self.
I want to see.
Investigation?
Do
Yeah.
it have to be investigation, or can I do perception?
If you're trying to look through a disguise self, it has to be investigation.
23?
So close.
I want to look. So you got 23. I'm going to make a perception check to see if I can spot anyone who looks out of place, moving a different direction than the rest of the crowd, or,
Understood.
you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, the crowd that have been taking shelter have begun to also head out.
It's a natural 20.
Let's go!
26.
I feel like that was the only thing that was going to get us there.
Let's go.
I'm going to have him roll a stealth check with advantage. If he also rolls a nat 20, he gets away. Anything less, and you will be able to potentially...
Irie is passing her perception class.
Yeah!
That's an 18, which is not a natural 20.
Nope.
Okay.
He's gonna break his neck a second time.
Do it. Please.
I do not have any more lay on hands.
Oh no. What a shame.
I'm fine.
Pity.
Okay. He's over 700 feet away.
Oh, shoot.
Because and how long y'all were going for? Just walking at a 30-foot walk speed. So with a natural 20 on perception, you are able to.
My elf eyes.
Your elf eyes.
Hey,
My little
what do your
elf
elf eyes see?
You know what you do?
Turn northwest. We're
look
taking
for
the whole
duplicates.
sizing gun. Damn, I missed it.
You look for someone who
Same outfit.
exactly, and you do notice. And so here's what I'm going to say. There are two of them. So they are. It is a young woman, black hair braided back, a kind of reddish scarf, and a dress on. There are two of them. They are going in opposite directions of each other. Not like quite, but it's like there. So you cannot tell from this distance which one is the Warlock. But you see two people that are identical.
Yeah. And Crow rolled a 23.
23.
So when I point that out,
Okay.
on investigation.
yeah.
I have trouble justifying seeing through the illusion at this distance. You are over 700 feet away.
Yeah.
I will say, if you get up close, I will say that investigation check sticks. If you get close enough, you will be able to see through it immediately.
Okay. Then Crow's gonna start heading that direction.
Yeah.
Once
Area-
Towards which one?
I'll take the one on the.
the general direction. It's 700 feet to.
700 feet, but they're like 500 feet from each other at minimum at this point.
Okay.
And getting further.
Then,
I'll take the one on the right. You go left.
Yeah.
Because either way, you're able to confirm one of them.
Yeah.
You know that the other is. Okay.
Cass, let's move.
All right.
They take off a little faster than everyone else.
Yep.
Yep.
Go with Harry and Cass.
Don't have to tell me twice.
You want to watch
Kind of
Eric
a
commit murder?
Ryan doesn't. Al doesn't know what's up. I'm going to figure it out real quick.
Okay.
We're going to see how this goes.
We're going to do some math.
Oh, boy.
Because moving at 80 feet per round, the people aren't stopping, so they're going to continue moving at
But
30
they're only
feet.
moving 30.
Yeah, so there's a way to figure this out.
Fourth grade math class.
Just this is.
I have no idea what grade this is.
This is literally a train of there are two. The question of there are two trains heading to this.
I know exactly which question this is, and I hate it.
Okay.
Make an estimation. This is fantasy.
Okay. How long is it gonna? It takes you 12 rounds to go 1,000 feet, give or take. So
Just say it takes us a minute. Because it would take a minute.
well, the other question is, so it takes you 9 rounds to go, and how much
It would
further?
take 14 rounds for her to catch up.
I'm just gonna go with that.
You take. She's going 80 feet.
I
The
think
walking
it-
speed.
It would be 12 rounds because it takes you 9 rounds to go 720 feet, and in that time, both of them will have gone an additional 270, which takes them to a total of 990. So we're back to 1,000 being
Okay.
12 rounds.
Fair enough.
Okay, I did it like
You did it a
subtract
different way.
her walking speed from hers, so she gains 50 feet per round,
Yeah,
which
that's fair.
at 700 feet distance
That would
14.
be 14. Yeah.
Let's go with 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yep.
Let's make it an even 15.
I don't know how, because both of those seem sound. I don't know.
Wait,
I'll figure it out later.
I'll look
the
at it.
math doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'll listen through
So,
everything later.
We are
and-
sitting at a table with a chick with metal wings, a half dragon, an elf,
I'm just a half elf.
He's just a dude.
I'm
With a magical spear!
I'm just a man.
He's just some guy.
We don't care about math.
I have money. That's my special power. I am Batman. I got a special suit.
Don't make me.
No.
You're also the only one with living parents.
Are you sure about
Don't
that?
change that, my dude.
To be fair, Elle doesn't know if his parents
That's
are alive.
true. Your parents are most likely alive. You just don't know them.
Exactly.
Okay. So who went left and who went right?
I went.
You went right.
Whatever. Doesn't.
Ari went right. She said it.
What did you
Okay.
say?
I went
don't-
right.
Okay, cool.
And you went left.
All I
Okay.
remembered is the word right. We're in top notch.
I'm going to roll a die, and whichever
Oh, you don't know which one is the real one?
I couldn't decide.
Leave it up to chance.
Yeah, if it's odds, then you're the correct one. If it's evens, you're the correct one.
All right.
Please don't be evens.
But you have no way of knowing for sure if you're the right one.
Please don't be evens.
So it's just a question of whether or not you can see through the illusion.
One.
That is a 1.
Oh, thank God.
As you arrive,
Good.
you see the disguised self flicker, and you see the Warlock's true form
Okay.
underneath it.
She's going to swoop in and pick them up.
Make
Is that a grapple?
okay.
Or...
First, and yes, it would be a grapple. Oh, wow. Your armor class, I assume, is higher than a 10.
Yes.
Cool. Then that misses.
Nice.
Are you good?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, you scared me there for a second.
Yeah. It's just general, pains, not
Okay.
anything serious.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and make an athletics
Don't
check.
worry about it.
Contested by.
Oh, come on. That went over to 19.
Do you
I'm
wanna-
going to use inspiration.
There we go.
All right.
Not much better.
That is a 16.
I'm going to use my other inspiration.
Oh, here
Okay.
we go.
I want to do this.
That's cocked.
That's cocked.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Nice.
You just scoop and fly
Straight up.
with a natural 20. You get 80 feet.
Nice. Where do you think you're going?
Up.
That's an insight check. With an 18, he knows. You know.
You're lucky
Drops
I-
the illusion.
You're lucky I like playing games too.
Does Aries see
Interesting.
Crow go up?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
with someone in her arms.
That was partially the plan of Ari will be able to see that Crow is grabbing a person and taking them into the air.
Yeah. Aries gets up to the woman and kind of gets in front,
Excuse me.
and she picks up her hair because
Excuse me. You see it's real, but
It's
she
real?
very quickly shoves you off. Just
and then
have a
she
good day. Just walks away in like a
yeah, and Aries okay, hair is real. It's not an illusion. So
a valid way to check, but also very intrusive.
listen, Aries
It is
has the
Aries.
concept of that.
Exactly. No, it's perfect.
Yeah. So she goes and stands underneath where Crow is.
I mean, eventually.
I know she's 500 feet away, but she starts going in that
Working on it.
direction.
Yep. So,
Crow's gonna be taking them in a direction away from the crowds, because if she plans to drop him at any point, he will not
yeah,
land
Classic.
at his still 1 hit point.
Yep. Classic. Just keep going higher and higher.
She will be at a diagonal trajectory
Yeah.
in the air, making a nice big gap.
Meanwhile, Cass is on the ground going, please don't, please don't, please don't.
So, as a note, oh, that's interesting.
Was
Okay.
everything good?
The fact that you were able to lift him up that high initially, the only reason you still have him.
Okay.
He cast Freedom of Movement, which allows him to... You touch a willing creature. He did it for himself. For the duration, the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain.
And they can't be restrained.
Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. Target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that has it grappled. But if he does this,
He dies.
So it's only because of the natural 20 that I was able to get
To
him
actually
high
lift
enough.
him up, because it lasts for an hour, so yeah.
Fair.
Whoops.
So how do you want to do this?
Define this.
We can stop playing games. You
Oh,
can
I'm never going to stop that.
go.
I am 3.5
And
rounds
she's going-
behind.
She's going to drop
Rounded to
after
4.
him.
Are you going to?
The hope is to catch him before he hits the ground. But if not, what a shame. There's magic.
If he casts Featherfall on himself, then she'll definitely catch up to him.
I don't
So
think he has
he's going to
Featherfall,
Drink
considering...
a healing potion,
Okay.
hopefully.
We didn't find the healing
how-
potion on him?
Oh, that's true, you would have.
Does he have a healing potion?
Because we would have taken that.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true, you would have.
Yes.
Cass suddenly has another healing potion.
Aries!
Yay!
Yeah, no, I'll
I got my 50 gold back!
Yeah, I'll allow that. Because he did have one, and it's a bigger one.
How many
I'll bring,
D4s?
I'll bring some more.
Um,
I should just bring that bag over.
Yes, you should.
Got 60.
Nice.
That's a lot of D6.
That was the same price as
it
the
is a
smallest bag I could
superior
find.
potion of healing.
Ooh.
We might want to sell that.
Profit?
Nah, probably not. That's like 8d8.
8d4.
Or sorry, 8d4. Yeah.
Plus 8.
Plus 8, yeah.
That's still pretty good.
He kind of
I want the money.
goes for his pocket and
have
realizes you just watch as Crow drops him.
She's going
Crow-
after him.
Crow might hear.
I need you to make an athletics check.
Crow might hear in the distance a, oh no!
It's not called. Nope. It's a 9. 8. Athletics. You what?
You don't get him.
Yep.
Is the fall enough to kill him outright? You had him at 80 feet. I'm just going to roll this on here.
It'd only be 8d6.
Did you take him any higher?
I don't
Another
think
80
a
feet.
lot higher.
Okay.
Another 80 feet.
Stop.
Let me roll for that. Would she have done that? She went another 80 feet.
Huh?
She went another 80 feet. She let her emotions carry her this time around. She's tired and done, and she knows we can pick him back up with magic. So
It does not.
So it'd be 16d6.
It is, I know, which I rolled. And it is, you have to reach negative your max HP. So he's not dead.
okay, but he's like,
He does hit the ground
Yeah.
with a audible thud.
away from the
Rhodian
crowds.
Civil War.
She made sure of that.
Exactly. That's the exact image I had in mind.
I don't know what that is.
Or the what?
Rhodey in Civil War.
Oh.
Yeah.
Captain America Civil War, when
Yeah.
they're fighting at the airport,
And he.
and I think Vision does the blast, and War
Yep.
Machine just falls out of the sky.
Plummets.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same page. It's okay.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with these
Land
women?
next
Okay.
to him. She'll
These murderous feral creatures!
God forbid!
Yes, I said women.
It took her.
God
rounds.
forbid women do anything.
Exactly.
You're murdering people.
We're not murdering?
You murdered the man!
He's not dead.
It took-
Remember when?
It took 2 rounds for her to go that high. You are approximately 4 rounds, so there's 2 rounds of death saves before you get there.
Okay.
And Elle is
Oh,
even
boy.
further away.
I'm not getting to him. Elle saw him fall and just went,
Okay. Man is holding on to life. You arrive.
Okay. Cool.
Are you sacrificing?
One last slot.
Oh!
I do have Cure Wounds, and I would like to again, when he's do it and keep him unconscious.
Understood? Yeah, easy. That being said, what is the maximum healing that Cure Wounds can do?
The maximum?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's 12.
12. He regains 12 hit points.
Oh, interesting. So I don't roll for that.
Cool.
Does he have something else on him?
Not that you can see.
And Cass is going to get up, summon his spear, just like Aerie did, keep it pointed right at the back of his neck. And he is going to watch. Eyes open, everyone around him, the guy, everything. And he's going to wait for his team and the captain of the guard to arrive.
Crow will tie him up this time.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I don't have any more rope.
Okay, you also know,
Freedom of movement.
you don't technically know.
I
You as the
don't know.
player know.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really, don't bother rolling
Is
because
that-
he would only have to spend 5 feet of movement to escape
That's
there, no
not
matter what it is.
concentration?
Nope.
Ooh.
That's what I was,
But
that's
it
what I was
only lasts
checking.
an hour, so if he's unconscious for more than an hour, it'll be fine.
It's really good for any encounter.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Because here you go, here's a buff. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Yep. It's not concentration. It doesn't
Nope.
even cost him a spell slot.
Nope. So good.
Eldritch invocations are great.
That's probably a
Crow
spell that I'm
will
going to take.
still tie him up and plant a foot on his back.
Yeah.
Wait for
Yeah.
everyone else.
Aerie gets there. Good job.
Found him.
That was well done.
Thanks. My hand slipped.
Make a deception check.
She's not deceiving anyone. I don't even need a roll.
That's all right. I mean, it
I
would have been
believe
a
you.
13.
I didn't even
13,
roll.
you're aware.
Yeah.
Elle believes you.
Did you roll an actual one?
No, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say it's like DC 5 if she's not even trying to.
Oh, okay.
So,
Elle doesn't believe you.
Cass will just give her a side eye, but he will remain silent.
He's not dead, is he?
No, because I killed him.
So I see no issue.
Insight on that. Was that Aerie or was that?
No, that was Aerie.
Okay. Stop scaring me.
You'll know.
Yeah, that's true.
11.
the captain of the guard eventually arrives.
Aerie's just like, it'd be easier if he was dead. Is kind of the vibe you get.
I mean, you're
Got
not wrong.
Correct.
He ran away once.
It would be
He's
easier.
gonna run away again.
Cass is gonna look at the captain. I think he warrants more than just a couple guards.
Yeah.
He's a slippery
More than
one.
just a cell.
Whatever he's planning, whatever he's a part of, I hope you can find it out.
It doesn't matter. He will be going somewhere that no one will see him again.
Cass is gonna make an insight check on that.
Make a history check.
A history check? Okay.
Aerie's gonna make a history check as well.
I think all of us are going to because
That
that's
one.
interesting.
That is a 14.
14?
Yeah.
9.
Nah, it's only 13.
14 and 13, yeah, that's enough. Paradise has an island prison that,
Supermax.
Yep.
yeah, it has been broken into exactly twice.
I was part of it.
Nice.
That I ran in one shot, which was one of those escape
That's
attempts.
Nice.
But other than that, it has some of, if not the worst of the worst, kept prisoner there. You would know. You would specifically be informed about this. One of the prisoners there is a dragon that sided against Miranova in the War of Light and was imprisoned as a result.
Wow.
Cass will feel at ease hearing that. Make sure he makes it there.
I will see to it personally.
All the same, I would like to personally escort him to the cell that you will be holding him in at the tower.
You will be going in my tower this time.
Agree.
Very good.
And the guards,
Oh.
for the record, even if there were 12 guards escorting him, he still would have been able to do the same thing. Mass suggestion is a hell of a spell.
It's very similar to what Einar used that one time. That was beautiful.
How long will he stay unconscious?
I, however, have advantage against being
3 hours.
charged, so...
Good.
So the effect will be gone by then.
Yes. Assuming nothing wakes him up.
That's why we're gonna escort him.
Elle would
Because
like to
they're
make a
still-
perception check.
Go for it. Make one with disadvantage.
Dang it.
Can Ari give help?
No, but you can make one. Flat
Okay.
roll.
25.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
You're going to ignore my 11.
You don't, again, your training has been coming in very handy as you do not see anything. But you do hear a small flittering of wings. You're going to make an attack roll with disadvantage.
You have inspiration if you need him.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this one.
Okay.
Nope, that's worse.
That's worse.
So, disadvantage. So I can take the higher roll, right, with inspiration?
It's
No, you can re-roll the lower one, though.
yeah.
Yeah, so I re-rolled it and it got lower than what I've...
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
All right, so that's a 4 plus 7, so it's 11.
11 misses.
Yeah.
Elle noticed that she tried to attack something.
You just see her swat at the air. Yeah.
Cass, I think it's here.
What's here?
The bug. That's not a bug.
Cast roll.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yep.
You mean a mosquito?
Nope.
Is something magical?
It's going to get the chance to make another stealth check, though.
Cast doesn't see a thing. Disadvantage. I hate to say it, that's a nat 1. Cast does
Nah.
not see anything.
13.
13? Nothing.
Yeah.
You can make another check if you'd like, because it's definitely not in the same spot
All right,
anymore.
and flat roll?
Yep, because it's disadvantage, but you have advantage.
Why do I have advantage?
I thought you did as a...
No, I have advantage on investigation.
You know
Oh!
Bonus
Okay,
action?
then, no, disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna harvest divine power. I assume we're in like an order now.
What
Yeah,
Sure,
no,
yeah.
That was
They
Cool.
just
two
I gained one of my spell slots back.
Wow.
correct
Ah.
rolls.
Yeah.
So,
What do you do?
yeah, no.
I regained one of my
Channel Divinity.
Ooh.
yeah. So
Regain a spell slot.
See invisibility.
I don't have see invisibility,
Mm.
but I can try to detect magic. I see if
Detect
there-
magic works on effects you can see. Does not allow you to... Because I've looked into it because it feels like it would just break invisibility. There's a reason see invisibility is a second level spell. Detect magic allows you to
Yeah,
see
any
an
visible
aura
creature.
around a visible creature or
Yeah.
object.
You said firebolt's a straight line,
Yes.
even though I don't need to see the creature. I
It
just
does not
target a
track.
creature.
No.
How does telepathy work?
I believe you have to see the creature. Let me double check though. Yeah, you can send telepathic messages to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Alright. Cass will...
I would love to see this.
Gosh, I can't do that because I'd have to wake him up.
Where's my Volo's eye when I need it?
Cass will just turn to the captain. We're not alone. Something's here. Be ready for anything.
Understood. He's going to have 3 men on either side of the Warlock, just like forming a wall around him, essentially.
Yep.
So, as you continue to move back,
Aries gonna keep.
you can continue making perception checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
I'm going to say
gotta-
you failed the next one because you rolled in that one.
That's fair.
I have a passive of 21, so I know.
-5 because you're looking for an invisible creature.
Okay.
21.
21. Unfortunately, they rolled higher this time.
20.
Yeah, let me know when I can roll again.
Yeah, no.
You're not rolling them enough.
Go ahead.
You're just dropping them.
Alright.
You got
2
the-
nat 20s! No. Nope.
Do they have to keep making
It's a 10.
No,
stealth checks, or is it?
they can if they want to, but like the stealth check they've made, unless like if you noticed them, they would have to make another one. But if they stay hidden, then there's no need to.
Yeah.
And so you guys can. I'll say you can make on the walk back if you're continuing to look. We'll say five checks each.
All right. So, including the one we just did, or
5 additional
5
checks
more. All right.
to see if
That's yeah. No,
Nope.
21 didn't make it, so that's cocked.
Nope.
Dang it, I wish this listed Fae as well. Cass is going to cast Divine Sense
yeah.
just in case.
okay, and that includes.
Celestials, Fiends,
Does it not? I
Undead.
could
No.
have sworn as a.
no.
Celestial, Fiends, and Undead. There is one that detects Fae, but Clerics have that.
I would have to
18
get
is
Or
higher
anything
than
affected
it.
by that.
Ooh.
It's a nat 20.
I did it.
I got 2 nat 20s.
Oh, nice!
Yeah!
Beautiful.
Wow.
On which round?
That was the 4th one.
4th one? Okay.
Nice.
So you guys are kind of walking back and just consistently keeping an eye out. Literally, you are just walking slowly, taking like a couple
We
minutes
look ridiculous.
to walk back and just
Yep.
Fly
you
swatter
suddenly-
out.
You just hear a just
Boom.
make an attack roll with disadvantage.
You don't want a
But
magic miss?
opportunity
Oh,
Do
you
you,
have
do you point it out? Oh, no, wait.
That
No,
was
I don't have
15 to hit.
15. I believe if it meets,
Smack this thing out of the air like a mosquito.
Exactly.
That is
6. 11 damage. More of a down kind of movement, if hopefully.
and there's just a hit points. It's a familiar.
yeah.
Ah, interesting. I get it.
Back to the chain.
Yep.
It's dead.
Do we see its body now that it's dead?
No.
You see it for a moment as it dissolves into nothingness, as the invisibility breaks from you smacking it.
Got the
before-
mosquito. We're good.
Yeah.
I would stay on our guard, but that does make me feel better. Good job, Crow.
It was an important bug. I see.
Can I taste the dust?
Would you stop eating random things?
Just the thoughtful.
Make a Constitution save.
Please be natural.
That's a 3.
Yes!
Plus. That's a 9.
No.
What happens?
I am deciding in this moment that pixie dust is a drug.
Incredible.
Can you smoke a pixie?
Yes.
It's considered extremely unethical, but
I rolled a Fae.
you roll a what?
She rolled a Fae instead of a blunt.
Oh god. Crow, it just kind of Just eyes go wide.
We're gonna have a one shot now that has to deal with the underground market of pixie dust.
Save pixies.
All right, I'll start
What do you
working
mean a
on
one
it.
shot?
Saving
That could be a legitimate
That
mission.
really could.
save pixies
No!
from the slaughterhouse.
Yes, we have to
Oh
rescue
my
a group
God.
of trafficked pixies.
It's like Chicken Run.
Pixie run.
Pixie lie.
That's what it's called after its process.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
So,
Don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
Crow, in a little bit of a daze, is still walking with you. You're looking around and you just see colors and lights and...
She's seen these things before.
You know, you probably have.
You know where she
Yeah,
was.
make a wisdom save.
Oh wow. That is 16.
Okay.
And silvery barbs roll again.
Why?
Funny.
I do have a question.
Okay.
I do have a question. Can he even silvery barbs if he doesn't know what's going on?
Triggering creature. I read it before.
Technically... So...
It's fine. She passed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So you do not have a bad trip. It's actually a, relatively speaking... like...
Sure.
Crow's no longer tired and wanting to go home. She's just vibing in the moment.
A little bit, yeah.
Now's the time to talk to her. Go. Make friends while she's high.
Hi.
What?
See?
No officer is high. How are you?
I'm not doing this.
Bro, how high are you?
5 even.
What's 2 plus 3?
Depends.
On?
Everyone has a different answer.
In most cases, I believe it's 5.
In every case, it's fine. What are you on about?
Today's feeling like a 9 day.
9 day?
9.
What?
Uh-huh. And what day is tomorrow?
7.
Why is it 7?
It's a good number.
It is a good number. What else is good?
She walks away.
Can you two please make sure she makes it back to the ship in one piece?
Oh, this is fun.
Cass will continue with the
Yeah.
guards to ensure
I
that
will-
everything is... That the guy makes it to the
For the
cell.
sake of expediency.
Yep, Aerie
They are
does
able
go
to
with
get him into the
them.
cell. They use... the captain is able to produce essentially a set of what are essentially anti-magic manacles.
Okay,
It's not used for every prisoner, but in special cases. So,
Puts Cass at ease a little bit.
yep.
Does Elle see them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you finish escorting them in.
Okay.
Yeah. Cass asked the two of you to...
I think
escort
we
her
all
back to the
walk
ship,
up
but-
to the
Yeah.
prison
Yeah.
together and then take Crow back.
Okay.
Yep.
You can hang out there a little bit longer if you want, but we at least make sure they get inside.
Cass just wants to make sure the guy's in a cell.
Yep.
Make sure everything's taken care of. You know, upon leaving, he'll, basically, tie everything up with the captain.
Yep.
Give the formal bow and leave.
Solus is standing at the ramp of the ship. Just kind of
Aries.
waiting as you approach.
Holding Crow kind of by like the
fine.
elbow.
I'm fine.
All right.
I can
all right.
walk.
How long does the effect last?
It's 2 and die.
Crow
She
is
starts just walking in the wrong direction.
this way, Crow.
Where are we going?
Onto the ship to go home.
Okay. Can I have some food?
Yeah, of course.
The munchies.
Are there fish tacos here?
I don't think so, but we can probably get some when we get back to.
You kind of just
Eric's.
see fish jumping through the grass. It's just reaching.
I'll
School
have
of
Grave
fish.
pick you up some fish tacos.
They're best homemade.
All right. Does Grave know how to make fish tacos?
No, I do. I can make them.
All right. We'll go to the copper captain then.
That's a natural 20 on insight.
And-
Can you make them?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We'll go to the copper captain and get supplies.
There are. It was.
No, there's no fish here.
So, Melissa, I think we're ready to go.
You saw the fish too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I like fish.
All right, and Cass will try and help guide her
I haven't had
into
a
the
good
ship.
sautéed fish in a while.
Yes. It's very nice, very nice. Come sit down.
How long?
How long? Yes.
I think Cass is actually going to stop and just watch and listen to her, though. I think this is the most entertaining and least annoying she's ever been to him.
Granted, we chopped it up, but
No, like how long ago? How long has it been?
No, how long was the fish?
I like 7.
7 what?
7. That's tomorrow.
Inches.
I thought we were talking about time. What? I'm sick.
I don't know what we're talking about now. Oh, the fish.
Solus
Awesome.
takes a seat. So,
Amy picked up on something that Ari did not.
before we return to the school,
We're talking about fish.
Sure we are.
I thought it might be pertinent to debrief. Where do you think your group succeeded, and where do you think your group failed?
That was, I think, far more chaotic than the last one.
We didn't have a lunch break.
She's not the wrong.
She's a little high on pixie dust at the moment.
We shouldn't have let the Warlock out of our sight until we were sure that it was taken care of. I think perhaps we didn't take enough time to plan out all of our options. Although it worked out in the end, assaulting from the roof may not have been the best option. We were too hasty, and we were not coordinated enough. We kept splitting up.
Do you desire feedback?
Yes.
Of course.
Please.
Stop looking at her.
Don't want to miss it, though.
You can watch it later.
True. You are correct in some observations, not on others. Hasty is not a word I would use, and certainly not as a negative. If you hesitate for too long, the situation can spiral out of control. Quickness of action is imperative.
You two, because you're not paying attention, make a perception check on...
Perception?
Yep, perception. Just to see.
It's a 25.
It's 11.
Cool. Rolling insight. Nice.
Natural 20.
It makes sense now why Elle was... Or you can see that at that, Elle's demeanor kind of drops, and his previous hesitancy of not wanting to assault the tower too quickly without formulating a decent plan was just thrown in his face as a negative. Elle was not distracted by death. Elle was afraid of y'all getting hurt and didn't want to jump into a hasty plan.
And so you threw Caspian
Yep.
off the rooftop?
Yep.
Great plan!
Great.
The man works on instinct sometimes, and his instincts
Sometimes.
are not
Have
good.
you seen the Spider-Man panel? It's like, no time to think. Go instincts. Instincts bad.
Yes. Anyway,
That is Elle! To a T, and I love it!
Yeah.
While while caution is certainly never inappropriate, a balance must be struck. Additionally, coordination is important. Division of labor. I would
Labor?
not-
Barely even know her.
What does that mean?
You wouldn't know you're a virgin.
She's saying this in front of the headmaster.
Yes, he is.
Who is completely ignoring her, even though I cannot. The division of labor is a wise course. By being able to commit to multiple tasks, you can get more done, as it were. Imagine if we had your entire year group attempting one mission. It would not go particularly well. That being said, what could be improved on is the specific delegation. Making sure to choose the right people for the right tasks. Dividing up into smaller groups can be a great use, but if you have the most perceptive of you doing one task and the other team ends up requiring that skill set, then you are stuck up a creek, as it were. As for how you dealt with the Warlock, ultimately, while there is some benefits to escorting him yourself, we work with locals, not against them. So there is nothing inherently wrong with allowing him to be escorted by the local guards. And in fact, I would say that you made the right decision because you were able, ultimately, to notice, follow, and capture him once more when their efforts were ineffectual. It may have felt frustrating at times, but ultimately you did succeed. And that is important to remember.
Thank you, sir.
As I said before, I have my eye on your group. Despite your handicap of missing a member, you've repeatedly shown yourselves to be capable. There will be times throughout your career at the school that I will be very harsh. Let it not be said that I do not commend you when it is deserved. You succeeded without any lives being lost. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we will go to the helm, and in a few moments,
He sounded really serious. Do you think he's okay?
you arrive back at the school.
It's okay, that's normal.
Cass will finally take off his helmet.
He had it on the whole time?
Uh-huh.
Even when talking to the master?
Yeah, because I think he would have. Well, no, actually, he probably would have taken it off
Once he boarded the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when talking to the captain, saying, concluding everything.
That's fair.
Yeah, Castle turned to Crow. I like you a lot more like this.
Okay.
And I feel like
But-
that's not.
But it would be more ideal to get the fish from the fresh market,
Oh my
not
goodness. She is so out of it.
What?
This is incredible.
Should we send Grave to go get the fish? Caspian.
No, I want to pick.
Alright.
I should be the one picking.
Caspian, would you?
You know, I've heard there's some really good fish flowers out in the field.
No.
Where?
She still has her wings on.
Cass is gonna try and stop her. Cass is gonna try and like get her
Make
to
an
sit
athletics
down.
check.
Any disadvantage for me?
No.
Athletics, that is a 17.
What is contesting?
Either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, it's a 14.
Okay.
15. So
Cass is able to get her to sit down.
You just grab. She literally.
she
is
starts to get
off
out
the
of her
ground.
chair.
No. There's no fish flowers. I was pulling a prank.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, you saw them in my room. I'm growing some. We should go back
stop.
to the room.
Elle, she's not in any condition for you to be messing around with her
Just
like
trying
this.
to get her back to the room.
Let's go back to your room. We can get you the stuff to make fish tacos. All right?
They're not in the room.
We will go out and buy them.
I told you I'm growing a fish flower
So
in
we
my
can't
room.
go to the room yet. Which was the fish one? She's just gonna start walking.
Where's the what?
The fish market.
Oh.
But as you arrived back at the school, safe and sound, and have departed and are trying to keep a wrangle on your teammate, that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Don't do drugs, kids.